The latest on the crisis in the Middle East, President Obama has now authorized spy flights over Syria using manned aircraft and drones to prepare for possible military strikes against the militant group ISIS. This comes as ABC News has learned about a new American hostage being held by the terrorists. Chief Investigative Correspondent Brian Ross is here with the details. Good morning, Brian.
Well, good morning, George. A third American hostage held by ISIS has been identified by her family this morning as a 26-year-old American woman kidnapped a year ago while doing humanitarian relief work inside Syria. The family has asked us not to use her name, but say ISIS has threatened to execute her unless they pay ransom of more than $6 million or the U.S. releases a certain high-profile prisoner. The family says the young American was working at a hospital in the Syrian city of Aleppo when she was taken last year. The prisoner that ISIS wants released for her freedom is Afia Siddiqui, a Pakistani doctor sentenced to 86 years in prison for the attempted murder of a U.S. soldier in Afghanistan. But now Siddiqui's family has come forward to plead for the young American's life.
They were traumatized by the thought that someone else could be harmed in the name of Afia, and so they expressed their animate opposition to it all.
At the same time, authorities continue to focus on the neighborhoods in London, where several hundred young Muslim men have been recruited to become some of the most brutal jihadists in the ISIS organization. Including this man, a one-time rapper known on YouTube as El Jinny, whose father is awaiting trial in New York for the Al-Qaeda attacks on U.S. embassies in Africa. 2 weeks ago, El Jinny posted this on social media, a man holding the severed head of a Syrian soldier. A radical Muslim cleric in London defended beheadings as just part of war.
People kill each other. However gruesome it may look, however much it may have shocked the world.
British authorities say they don't believe the rapper was the executioner of James Foley, but they do say they are close to figuring out who he is. Starting with the eyes of the hooded man, advanced facial recognition experts created this likeness of the possible killer, first clean-shaven and then with a mustache. And in addition to trying to recreate the face behind that mask, authorities now are also, as we've reported, continuing a voice analysis of the executioner's distinct British accent. George.
Meanwhile, Brian, we had the significant new move by the president authorizing these spy flights over Syria.
That's right. They're trying to gather intelligence there. The president has resisted going into Syria with any kind of action, but now in the wake of the execution of James Foley, that calculation seems to have changed.
And the Syrians warning against it this morning.
That's
Okay,
right.
Brian, thanks very much.